Ever wondered what the winners of MasterChef Australia are up to nowadays? Are they continuing their culinary journey, building on their success and leaving a legacy in the world of food? Or did they return to living ordinary lives like they did before joining the show? Let's find out. Almost 15 years ago, mom of three Julie Goldwyn emerged as the champion of the first ever MasterChef Australia. After winning MasterChef, Julie left her office job and focused on cooking-related engagements. She appeared in various television shows about cooking and even became a weekly regular in the cooking segment on the Today program in 2010. Later that year, Julie hosted her show, Home Cooking with Julie Goldwyn. It was an afternoon cooking series featuring celebrity guests giving tips and tricks for creating home-cooked meals. Besides her television appearances, she wrote various cookbooks and was invited back to MasterChef All-Stars in 2012. Despite gaining success as a renowned Master Chef, the past few years have been tough on her. She was always open about struggling with her mental health, even thinking she was not cut out enough to join MasterChef for a third time when invited in 2022. However, she managed to finish 5th in the show, becoming more sure of herself as the episodes continued. She now has a better outlook on life despite her struggles and handles her own cooking school called Julie's Place, which she opened in 2014. After the success of Julie Goldwyn in the inaugural season, the MasterChef Australia stage was set for another culinary superstar to emerge. And that person was Adam Liao. MasterChef Australia's Season 2 finale is Australia's 4th most viewed non-sporting broadcast, so Adam's name is familiar to many people in his country. Adam's engaging personality and culinary expertise made him a natural fit for the television industry. He regularly appeared in shows like Destination Flavor and Adam Liao's Road Trip for Good. He also returned to MasterChef Australia as a guest judge for seasons 4 and 6. Currently, he is a UNICEF Australia National Ambassador for Nutrition and is on the board of the Australia-Japan Foundation. Last year, he launched his podcast series called How Taste Changed the World. And this year, he continues to bless Australian television with his successful show, The Cook-Up with Adam Liao. Adam Liao's MasterChef victory has proven incredibly rewarding, catapulting him towards sustained success. And he's able to accomplish all of this while raising 3 kids with his wife. Amidst the backdrop of family, MasterChef Australia Season 3 welcomed a new batch of talented home cooks, introducing a new wave of Master Chefs. MasterChef Australia Season 3 catapulted Kate Bracks to become not just a renowned baker, but also the nation's most beloved one. Upon winning the competition, Kate had the opportunity to write her own cookbook like all the other winners. Her cookbook is The Sweet Life: Desserts from Australia's Master Chef. She also traveled around Australia as an ambassador to spread the word about the Cancer Council's Eat It to Beat It program. This is where she put her influence during her 2-year contract with MasterChef. Once her contract ended, she decided that the lifestyle isn't sustainable for their family. She went back to the life she loved as a teacher. Although Kate stepped back, MasterChef Australia Season 4 welcomed someone who was made for the industry. Andy Allen is a name that needs no introduction in the MasterChef world. After winning Season 4, he would come back to the show on a few occasions. First in MasterChef Australia All-Stars and again in Season 11 as a professional secret chef. In 2019, in a full-circle moment, he was announced as one of the 3 new MasterChef judges. Andy also co-owns the successful restaurant chain, 3 Blue Ducks. This restaurant paved the way for Andy to gain the Chef's Hat Award, making him the first MasterChef Australia contestant to do so. Last year, Andy tied the knot with his longtime partner, Alex Davey. Following Andy Allen's triumphant victory in Season 4, the MasterChef Australia stage was set for a new wave of culinary talent to shine in Season 5, where Emma Dean would take center stage as the next aspiring home cook turned champion. After winning the 5th season of MasterChef Australia, Emma left her life as a town planner to live a life surrounded by the things she loves: cooking. She published her own cookbook called A Homegrown Table, which showcases her love of local seasonal produce. She also went on to co-host the cooking show My Market Kitchen with her MasterChef runner-up and close friend, Lyndon Tapp. The show lasted for 6 years. Many who win the title choose to open a restaurant, but the same cannot be said about Emma. She said she didn't want to open her own restaurant because she was a bit risk-averse. Now she's a regular contributor to Eat Well magazine. Following Emma's culinary journey in Season 5, MasterChef Australia ventured into a new chapter of excellence in Season 6. At the beginning of MasterChef Australia Season 6, Brent Owens made a pact with his close friend Amelia Jackson. They agreed that if either of them won, they would give the other $50,000 of the prize money. It happened! So upon winning, Brent gave part of the prize money to Amelia, which shocked the judges and viewers. It seems that Brent is really meant for success, because after he won MasterChef, he held up his end of the contract and then packed his bags to go to Harvard University. There, he studied and pursued a career in biotechnology. He now owns a biotechnology company called Vitrify. With someone as excellent as Brent in Season 6, MasterChef Australia Season 7 did not disappoint, as it introduced a contestant who would go on to make history. Billy is well known for winning the 7th season of MasterChef Australia. She impressed guest judge Heston Blumenthal so much that he offered her a job at his Michelin-starred restaurant, The Fat Duck, which she accepted. However, she knew that working at someone else's restaurant was different from what she wanted to do in the long term. So after her feat in the renowned restaurant, she returned to Australia and continued working with food, stating that she didn't want to rush into anything. In 2019, Billy returned to MasterChef Australia as a mentor for Season 11. In 2022, she went back again, but this time to once again compete in the show's 14th season called Fans vs. Favorites. And even the second time around, she won. She made history by being the show's first and only two-time winner. As the culinary legacy of Billy McKay's victory in Season 7 continued, MasterChef Australia Season 8 introduced another exceptional contestant who never backed down. Elena Dugan applied to MasterChef Australia in 2015, but was unsuccessful. However, she didn't let that bring her down, because a year later, she applied again and was accepted. And that year, 2016, was the year she won MasterChef Australia. Years after winning the competition, she became the host of the show My Market Kitchen, replacing MasterChef Australia Season 5 winner Emma Dean. Emma also co-hosted a podcast called Appetite for Change with Rob Rees, where they talked about the power of purpose and how it aligns with food. Despite being open about the fact that it was her dream to open a farm cafe, she ultimately went back to her life teaching special needs students. After someone who decided to go back to her regular life, MasterChef Australia Season 9 gave a chance for someone to leave her life behind to start a new, successful one. If it weren't for her friends' encouragement, Diana Chan would still probably be an accountant to this day. However, she tried for MasterChef Season 9 and eventually won. Shortly after winning, she opened a pop-up restaurant in Melbourne called Canteen. Since then, she has become a well-loved media personality. She has a column in Delicious magazine and even had her own television show, Asia Unplated with Diana Chan. In addition to her restaurant, she also owns the pre-made dumplings and dim sums brand Golden Walk. Following Diana's successful restaurant, MasterChef Season 10 brought forth another contender who would make a significant impact on the Australian food industry. Upon winning the 10th season of MasterChef Australia, Sashi Chelia vowed to take any opportunity that came his way, as long as he liked and enjoyed it. As expected, since his win, he has been busy. It didn't take him long after winning to open pop-up restaurants he called Gaja by Sashi. However, he eventually settled down in Adelaide and opened a full-time restaurant called Gaja. He also has a restaurant in Chennai, India called Pandan Club. Along with his restaurants, he has his own home cooking kit called Sashi's Secret. Additionally, he was able to publish a book called Kampong Boy. This book dives into his childhood in Singapore, and in the book, he also shared recipes using native ingredients. As Season 10 winner Sashi Chelia embarked on a journey of culinary exploration and entrepreneurship, MasterChef Season 11 introduced a remarkable young talent, Larissa Takchi. Larissa made history as the youngest MasterChef Australia winner. At only 22 years old, she was able to rise above all the other home cooks. And just a week after her historic win, her now husband Luke Dominello popped the question. Unlike many of her predecessors and successors, she decided to keep things private and close to home. Rather than seeking out high-profile opportunities or pursuing a career solely in the limelight, Larissa lent her expertise and passion to the familiar setting of her family's establishment. She now helps out at her family's cafe in northwest Sydney called Wild Pear. Following in the footsteps of Larissa is another woman who proved that achieving success can go hand in hand with supporting and cherishing one's family. After placing third place in Season 6 of MasterChef Australia, Amelia Jackson had her second shot at the top prize in Season 12's Back to Win. And she finally got it! Since her triumphant win, one of the most significant milestones in Amelia's life came with the arrival of her baby girl, Addie. Despite her newfound role as a mother, Amelia has remained actively engaged in her culinary career. She also became an ambassador for Queen Fine Foods and a columnist for Good Food magazine. As part of her contract, she released her first baking cookbook called First Cream the Butter and Sugar. Amelia also conducts hands-on baking classes. In addition to the classes, she released pre-mixed baking kits, enabling home bakers to easily recreate her delicious creations. Continuing the legacy of talented and family-oriented winners, the next champion to grace the MasterChef Australia stage embodies the balance between culinary expertise and heartfelt connections. After winning the 13th season of MasterChef Australia, Justin said he wanted to spend his winnings on furthering his education. However, 2 years after his win, he revealed that he never spent his earnings on himself and instead gave it away. Today, Justin shares his passions for cooking on his YouTube channel and TikTok, providing his followers with culinary inspiration, tips, and delightful recipes. On top of that, he has launched his own online cooking school called House of Hospitality. As with other competitive reality shows similar to MasterChef, not everyone chooses to lead a celebrity life after the cameras stop rolling. But despite the differences in each winner's path, it cannot be denied that the impact of MasterChef had a significant role on their lives.